Each day I pass, he's sitting there, rocking in his chair. I lift my hand in greeting, he smiles in return. And then one day he says, come here, child, I have words to tell. Come and I will share with you secrets you have never heard before. There is magic in the air, magic in the air. All you do is listen to the breeze, and when it rains, let your troubles wash away. May your heart be the one to steer you on, daughter of the sun. He says, child, it is a sign of wisdom to let go of that within your life bringing you burden. Take each day as it comes and each lesson it brings. Here is what I know. There is a part of you perfect and pure, a part of you that shines beyond this world. There is a part of every person you know that lights your way. All you do is listen to the breeze, and when it rains, let your troubles wash away. May your heart be the one to steer you on, daughter of the sun. Listen to the breeze, and when it rains, let your troubles wash away. May your heart be the one to steer you on, daughter of the sun.
Daylight come and me want go home. Work all night and a drink a rum. Daylight come and me want go home. Stack banana till the morning come. Daylight come and me want go home. Come, Mr. Tallyman, tally me banana. Daylight come and me want go home. Come, Mr. Tallyman, tally me banana. Daylight come and me want go home. Live 6 foot, 7 foot, 8 foot bunch. Daylight come and me want go home. 6 foot, 7 foot, 8 foot bunch. Daylight come and me want go home. Day is a day, oh. Daylight come and me want go home. Day is a day, is a day, is a day.
I'm working on it. A new one.
That's okay, I'm not taking it.
I'm the Membership and Marketing Director here at Creatvsj. I'm sure most of you know me. I think I met most of you tonight earlier. And I just would like like to introduce Vincent Lowe to you guys, who's going to talk to us a little bit about the Art Shots competition. He'll tell you what Art Shots is all about, and then after he's done, I'm going to go ahead and do a raffle. So you guys, when you came in tonight, you got a little raffle ticket. So we're going to go ahead and give away some t-shirts, some Creatvsj tote bags, and maybe a couple of memberships. But I want you to know that Creatvsj has been a sponsor of Art Shots for the last, I think this is the 3rd year. And we really believe in partnering with groups out there in the community who are out there telling the stories of artists and other members of our community, and that's what Vincent is doing with Art Shots. So Vincent, do you want to come up?
So everybody has a raffle ticket? Who didn't get one? Did you get one? I didn't get one. All right, good. All right, so hi everybody, Vincent Lowe. I'm the producer of a program we call Art Shots, and Pam just told you a little bit about it. We conceived of this program a while back when I was working as the producer of the San Jose 48-hour film project. We did that for a few years. In fact, I have good news for you, by the way. Our good friend Gus Guillen has stepped up to produce that festival, so it's going to happen in August, for those of you who know about the 48-hour film project. And if you don't, you can ask me later, because I'll be hanging around still. But tonight I wanted to talk to you about art. If we took a filmmaker and introduced them to a prominent artist or an arts organization, like a musician or a painter or the San Jose taiko dancers, if we connected them together and asked them to work to create a short clip that would capture the essence of the artist, we could show that to everybody, and the filmmaker's work would be exposed, and the artist would be exposed, everybody would be exposed, and it's all legal everywhere in every state. And it's good for the arts community. So we knew from talking to people about this that there were a lot of folks who were really committed to the arts in San Jose. And when we go down on South First on the first Fridays and we walk around, we see lots of people who are committed to supporting artists in this community. So we knew this had roots that were going to sink deep. And thanks to partnership from organizations like Creatvsj and Cinespots, who is one of our sponsors this year, we're bringing this back to San Jose for the 3rd time. And I'm going to tell you how the competition works and when you can sign up and when everything's going to happen. But first, what I want to show you is an example of what an art shot looks like. So we went to one of our friends who runs a gallery down on South First, and we asked her to go out with one of her artists, interview him, get some examples of his work, and show us the essence of that artist in just 90 seconds.
Wow.
And that's what's going to happen, except, Pam, what we didn't do in our tech check was turn the projector on, which is kind of a key step in the whole process. We didn't really bring a tech team here, so. I have my co-producer, Kristen, going, I'm going to do the playback as soon as there's play to playback. Yeah. So just filmmakers who sign up and the media producers who sign up will pay a $40 fee, and we use that fee together with the contributions from our sponsors. We're going to give away a GoPro this year to the top art shot, and we give away other prizes or awards for certain areas of excellence. So if we get one that's really extraordinary in cinematography, that may be something we want to honor with specifically, and that's how it's gone in the past. The art shot you're about to see is a profile of a painter, and if you are a media producer or a filmmaker, you might think of all different ways that you would profile a painter. You could do still imagery of just the paintings, or you could talk to the painter and ask him about his work. Or you could combine the two, or you could do something like our friend did. Are we going to do that?
It was just the lens was covered.
Oh, that's where my drink went. Use that little shuttle ball at the bottom.
Oh, I see it. It's going.
Right. Use an art shot in reverse.
The speakers need to be turned up.
And it was, and for some people, I think it was even in that confused way, reticent to it. But some people
was actually created, hi Cindy, it was actually created before we ever had the competition. So we had to go to someone and say, hey, can you show us what we wanted, a model of what we'd like the filmmakers to create? And so our friend Kimmy went out with her painter and did this clip that you've just seen. And if you're really curious about what Lee had to say about his work, you can find these very easily on YouTube. One of the new staff members here at Creatvsj told me today that as soon as she heard about the program, she went looking around to see what is this about and what do they do, and she found this clip. So I knew you were a young man, for some definition of young. So what we'll be doing is we'll be signing up filmmakers and artists until May the 1st. So we got about 3 weeks, 2 weeks, a little over. And then on that night, we'll announce to the filmmakers and the artists their pairings. We'll say, yep, you're with this artist, and you're with this artist, and you're with this band. And then from that point, the filmmakers will have just under 3 weeks until May the 20th to produce the clip, 90 seconds long. We have some technical specifications that are part of the competition. So you have to put this slate on, and it's got to be exactly 90 seconds, and then you put your own slate at the end, and here's the rules for that. And then you turn your film in, and then our jury will take a look at it over the next couple of weeks. And then on the date in June of South First Friday, so the first Friday in June, we'll announce who the winners are, we'll screen some of the best art shots clips, and we'll show those off to the arts community. So for filmmakers, the opportunity is to have your work be seen. I've got to tell you, this clip that I'm about to show you next has probably been seen everywhere because I show it and other past sponsors of Art Shots show it on movie screens, at their film festivals. We show it online next to our programs. Sometimes one of these clips will just capture our heart, and we've got to tell this story again. So what I want you to see next is this is an art shot that's made about a gentleman who is a photographer. So we went from a painter, we're going to a photographer. And this was the winning entry in the first year of Art Shots. So let's take a look.
A lot of people tell me that I notice things most photographers would walk right by and not notice. Try to show otherworldly things or unique things out there in the environment. I do traditional-based film photography. It requires a lot of patience, diligence, and a lot of detail. What I like the most about view camera photography is the slower pace and the fact that it takes a long time to set things up and get them just correct and all the controls that are involved. It forces you to slow down and really realize the situation. Part of the creative process happens in the darkroom. I really enjoy custom printing and trying to really bring out emotion in my photographs. Everything's been done before, however, I think that I'm showing photographs that no one else could have possibly photographed because they're just a time and a place. So I hope everybody sees that in my work.
So for artists who sign up to become a part of the process, you know, artists by taking who do we got for artists and who do we have for filmmakers. Typically we draw photographers and painters and musicians. So we'll show you a clip with a musician next. And the process, what we did this year is we gave you 3 weekends to work out when can you get together, when can you work out doing the shoot. There are no restrictions on what material you use for the clip, so you can use pre-existing matter. For instance, in the Carl Couchman thing, you can see he didn't take all the photographs that were shown during the competition period. You make the clip during the 2.5 weeks because you don't know who your artist is until then. But here's the most important thing from my perspective of why to do this as a filmmaker. When I go to create a new media property, whether it's a story I want to tell or a documentary or a TV show, I need assets like music. And I need artwork in front of a black curtain shows. And forgive me if that's your show, but you guys all know that set, you know. Sorry, Charlie's got it already done and we're doing new stuff. You need artwork, you need paintings, you need photography, you need designs for your front end, your spin end and stuff. And you need music. And knowing the people who create those things is a tremendous asset for a filmmaker or a media producer. So we want to know these people. In fact, I'd really like you to meet the next people that we're going to see. So let's see.
I knew a boy who wasted time on foolishness and useless.
Changed to country ballad, and the next thing you hear is a bluesy soul song.
Well, if they did, what would it mean to hear beyond our day's routine?
The music has to work with the lyrics, which has to work with the music, which has to work with what you're capable of doing.
We don't feel like we have to write a song that sounds just like the last song so that a record label somewhere can play it safe. If we just stop and listen and just slow down and pay attention to the wind in the trees and the way the sunlight makes the leaves change colors, it can make all the difference in our ability to really realize what's important.
For the way I put it, if everybody just shut up, they'd hear a lot more.
Listen, oh, listen.
Yeah, this is a really nice one. This was submitted by our friend Teresa Widdowson from the Morgan Hill community. And the stories that the artists tell give us another insight into their work and what it means to them. And that's what is possible to draw forth in these. So this is what I'd like you to listen to. If this inspires you and this seems like something you want to do, find me here tonight, give me your card, or we can actually work it out. You can sign up tonight, or just let me know how to get in touch with you. I'll help you sign up. One of the things that you'll be able to do when you meet the artists that you participate in art shots with is to find that story in them. And so where we're going to wrap up is I'm going to show you the winning entry from the last art shots. And the whole 2 years of doing art shots was worth doing just so that we got this 90 seconds of media and this story got to be told. So let's take a look.
I don't really remember watching dance before actually dancing. My mother claims that the first time she felt me move was when she was sitting in the audience. It was kind of late in pregnancy. She never felt me move. I started bowling. And the story is that I would always dance if there was music. I joined Ballet San Jose right out of high school. I danced a lot. I remember somebody once called me a workhorse rather than a show pony. It never occurred to me that there was anything else to do. I was diagnosed with stage 4 Hodgkin's lymphoma. Pretty soon after that, they discovered there had been a lot of tumor activity in my spine and a lot of my other bones. They told me I would never be able to dance at that point. I mean, my whole way of living and way of being is centered around dance. I've spent a large portion of my day in dance studio most of my life. To lose that, to lose the ability to do it personally was a big challenge. I mean, it was sort of a long process because each year, you know, you go for a test or you go for your checkup, you know, whatever the next milestone is. 5 years after, there's been no recurrence of disease or no sign of anything. So I get to officially say I'm cured instead of in remission, which is amazing. And now that I don't actually have to physically perform, I can dance a little bit on my own and figure out where I want the piece to go. And then I can give it to dancers. They take the physical step. Their muscles are doing it, their bones are doing it. To be able to experience that is really wonderful, and I really love that.
Now we got things. right, so you've seen what's possible with an Artshots. Now I want to know what you're going to do with the next year. So.
Some of you I've met, I've known for a while. I see you in the editing booth, etc. And I just wanted to take a moment to say hello. I don't always get to make it to our mixers and community events, but how many of you are members of Creatvsj? You want to show your hands? Okay. I personally want to thank you. I want to thank you for your support of our media center and your involvement in whether providing programming, taking classes, or being a partner here with our facility. Just a couple of quick words. First of all, I want to thank Vincent and thank certainly Artshops for partnering with us and for allowing us to again showcase what exists in our community in terms of filmmaking talent, the artists, and how we use sort of the medium of videography and filmmaking and storytelling to raise us all up, right? And to inspire us all. So that's what we are about. Just want to give a quick update about a couple things happening here that I want to make our members and everyone else aware of. Lots of interesting stuff happening on the public policy level right now. As you know, there are a lot of programmers like HBO, CBS, Netflix, right? Inviting people to pay a la carte for their programming and services for $5, $7, $20 a month. And while that is very exciting and provides a great reason for us to cut the cord on cable, that directly impacts and affects media center revenues. So that is something that you don't know, or you may know, but probably not. And the other piece of that is that I'm on the national board of the Alliance for Community Media in Washington, D.C., and our #1 priority right now is to protect funding for media centers like Creatvsj across the country. And how we do that is we restructure, re-regulate, and lobby for the regulation of how these over-the-top video providers are regulated and how they pay for using our public rights of way, ripping up our streets, and using our public rights of way to make a killing and profit, right? Yeah, right. That's what we're doing right now. I'm eating, sleeping, drinking that right now. So we are here to protect resources like Creatvsj, and my ask to you as members and people that value this service is as we send emails out saying, hey, write a letter to Mike and make this phone call, send an email to Zoe Lofgren, please reach out to Senator Feinstein, that you take 5 minutes to do so. I was in Senator Feinstein's office Tuesday, Congressman Lofgren's office the next day, and we are going whole hog on trying to ensure that this resource is protected for you all to use for years to come. So that's number one. Off my soapbox. We're doing great things here at Creatvsj. And I want to let you know what those are. Channel 27, one of our 4 channels, is now regional and going in 400,000 households, all up and down the peninsula and in San Jose, and is being rebranded right now as a citizen education channel. That is in partnership with our compadres over at Mountain View Community TV and Palo Alto Community TV, and we are now in 12 cities. We are the hub station for that, and it's going in 400,000 households. Very exciting. Last week, our facilities team rebuilt our studio, cameras, teleprompters, and wow, wear your HD makeup if you go in the studio and go in. It's beautiful. Looks great. I invite you to take a tour. I invite you to think about using our studio space as a place to do live music, interesting conversations, a cooking show, or whatever it is that you want to dialogue about and showcase on our channels, because that is available as a resource for you. If you're a member of Creatvsj, you get to use one of our 6 new state-of-the-art editing suites for free. So if you are a member, come in, edit, use our facility, and use our brand new outfitted Creatvsj Commons. It's not a conference room anymore. It has 12 computers available for your use, all networked, all with Adobe Creative Suite, free for your use. So a little tidbits I wanted to throw out there that are what we provide to the community. We want to make sure that you know you have access to. We support your art, we support your voice, and we're grateful that you're here tonight. Thanks for being here.
One of the ways that you can support Creatvsj, because we are a non-profit community media center, is through membership. Your membership dues, which is a paltry $50 a year, actually really does support us in so many ways. It's not just the money, which is great because we need to raise money as a non-profit community media center, but it's more about engagement, that you're engaging with us, you're using our facilities, you're taking our training, you're creating videos that tell your story, whatever that story might be. That's what's most important to us. That's what our mission is. So one of the first things I'm going to give away tonight is a free membership to Creatvsj. And if you're already a member, it will include a 1-year renewal. So if you're already a member. So I'm going to go ahead and draw that first. So take your tickets out, because I know you're all very excited. 322756. 322765. Great. Okay, so we're going to do one more membership, and then we're going to go into the t-shirts and the tokens. 5, 8. All right. So you guys can...
Hello viewers, you're welcome once again to the GUOSA-Language Television. My name is Alex Igbineweka, and the subject for today is the GUOSA language, a Nigerian and West African common indigenous future lingua franca. What is the GUOSA language? GUOSA is a language for the people, by the people, and from the people. In other words, linguistic democracy. How is the GUOSA language spoken? The GUOSA is a body of languages like the Swahili in East Africa. So is the GUOSA language for the Nigerians and the West African regional countries. In the future, you will have the GUOSA language for the West Africa, the Swahili for the East Africa, and the Arabic language for the North Africa, beg your pardon. Now, how do we speak the GUOSA? That's the question. Every word you have in the GUOSA language are evolved from the various Nigerian and West African regional country languages, culture, and dialects. For instance, you have Biko. Please is Biko in the GUOSA language. So if I say please in the GUOSA language is Biko. Take note, Biko is from Igbo language in Nigeria. Now, when I say please give me water, I mean Biko Fumini Ruwa in the GUOSA language. I repeat, please give me water. Biko Fumini Ruwa in the GUOSA language. You now say that Biko is Igbo, Fumi is Yoruba, and Ruwa is Hausa, combination of 3 or more Nigerian languages. Now, you have Biko Fumini Abinchi. Abinchi is a word borrowed from the Hausa language into the GUOSA language. Biko is Igbo, meaning please. Fumini is Yoruba, meaning give me. Abinchi is Hausa, meaning food. Biko Fumini Abinchi. Now, it goes beyond that. It goes beyond the 3 major languages.